With deeper cuts and rising costs and still no sign of a bigger budget ahead, the Albuquerque School District is now seriously looking for big ways to save big bucks. News 13's Amanda Goodman is live tonight at APS headquarters. Amanda?
Well, Dick, from growing green to consolidating and closing schools, no idea is off limit, but one thing is for sure, schools could look very different in a few years. With more than 130 campuses spread across the city, Albuquerque Public Schools has a lot of buildings to maintain.
We spend about $18 million a year in utility costs, including gas, electricity, water, and sewer.
That's about $50,000 a day. It is a big bill and one the state's largest school district would like to trim as it tries to find new ways to deal with the shrinking budget.
We have done quite a few things in the past. We have these trying to change behavior, having folks turn off lights when they're not using them, save energy that way.
But it's not making a big enough dent, so the district is looking at grander ways to cut costs, creating a committee to come up with ideas.
One of the plans too is in the future start getting more artificial fields at some of our high schools and that where we won't have that water cost.
Another idea, putting fake turf on playgrounds to cut down on water usage there too, and creating their own power supply by putting solar panels on school roofs. APS says no idea is off limits.
Any way we can save.
That also means taking a long, hard look at closing schools, something the superintendent brought up earlier this year.
That's one thing we have to look at. We have to look at, do we have schools, and we do, in this community that are way under-enrolled.
APS's chief operating officer says some of those under-enrolled schools could be made into magnet schools, but he says they're not there yet.
There are no schools up for closure at that, but we're looking at the option.
Now, the committee has met once so far. Once they have some solid ideas, they'll present those to the Board of Education for consideration. Now, the goal here is to turn those saving ideas into policy. Dick, back to you.
Thank you, Amanda. APS says it would like to use some of the state money that it gets for capital projects on those energy-saving projects like the solar panels and the artificial turf that Amanda mentioned.